Mama iko wapi? Anakuja ndio huyo. Mama karibu pale. Ndio naita na ndio. Mimi naitwa Ann Nyanga. Normally working in the Kenya Railways. I'm a retiree and a pensioner. Na mali nyingi niweza kupewa na yule aliyekuwa ametuandika ambaye ni Kenya Railways through a legal notice. Na zingine apart from the one we were talking about ya value, we are still requesting. Kuna ingine hapa inaitwa Railway Club, which was compulsorily acquired by the government. It is more than 3 years ago, roughly 4 years ago, and they have not finished paying us. They pay us little by little, and we are requesting that the remaining billions that are remaining should be given to the pensioners, because the natural attrition is very high. Most of us are sickly, some are more than 90 years old, and we don't. They must be paid in pension. You also so we are saying pensioners wanakufa wengi sana, wanawacha mali yao. Personally, I lost my dad, who was also a pensioner 1.5 years ago, and there are some areas that has to be given, and that represents, I'm not being selfish, but that represents the problems that we are having. So if the government can be kind to us and pay the remaining amount for the sale of a compulsory acquisition of Railway Club, we would be glad, and most of the pensioners would be able to pay for their medical bills. I don't have much to appreciate, because whatever is due to your late dad is going to be estate to the state, so it doesn't lose at all. Kwa hivyo hiyo ndio maneno. Pengine kama kuna swali on the pensioners, you can. If not, we go to the next subject. Because I think we do, there's 2 demolitions happening. Our Mheshimiwa anaweza kuelezeni, Mheshimiwa, but I think I will have the Senator say something on what we have just gone through. Mheshimiwa Kavitu, Mheshimiwa Manzo.
Yeah. Kwa majina ni Senator Agnes Kavitu Mbama kutoka Machakos County. Mimi yangu nilishangaa kabisa kwa sababu hawa pensioners wa Railways wakiwa somebody is grabbing where they belong and what belongs to them. Na ukiwaangalia hawa ndio serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ilikuwa inasema itainua maskini kwenda juu, bottom up, serikali ya bottom up. Lakini sasa inaonekana ni bottom chini, wakiendelea kuwafanya kuwa maskini. Kwa sababu wazee wameretire, na wakiwa wameretire sasa pahali wanaweza kuita kwao na wanaweza kuuza wakajisaidia, inakuwa
mtawapatia pesa za kwenda kuishi mahali pengine, mkawadanganya. Tafadhali hili jambo tuangalie kimakini, because wananchi wako tayari kutoka. Mtakuja mtakupata pale kwenye ground. Sisi hatuwafichi na sisi hatuwaogopi. Round hii hata kubali mtu amwabomolewa watu. Hiyo wizi wa mashamba imezidi sana. Tamaa ya mashamba. Kwani ni mashamba ambayo kangapi unataka? Ni mashamba ya mpakani mnataka hao wananchi wa Mukuru kwa Njenga, Mukuru kwa Ruben, Kware, hiyo laini yote. Kibra. Huko kote mtaka kuongelea kwa nini? Hadi 15 meters inatosha kufanya riparian na kupanda mito. Kwa area yangu mimi Embakasi South ilipanda vizuri na wale machifu na wale ma ACC wako kule. Kwa hivyo wacheni kuja kuingilia kuzungumza wananchi tafadhali. That is totally unnecessary. Kuna mara pengine kupanda nyumba mabati sana.
So to say that the journey made by the President in Nairobi is a preparation of young Kenyans to accept a new finance bill, which is being prepared. And I want to urge Kenyans, and especially the young ones, and every caring Kenyan, that we need to look at it carefully. It is not very different from the one which has been rejected before, and the Kenyans should be alert. That's why the President is trying to popularize his ideas in Nairobi. And finally, you have seen the tours are mad with chaos, robberies, and the people who are paid to come to these rallies eventually end up looting people. I think the main thing is to provide security for innocent Kenyans whose cars are being broken into and they are getting robbed. And even unfortunately somebody died in this. The President has need to apologize for it and compensate that particular person.
Well, maybe two other points. You have noticed that the Haiti mission has now become a matter for Kenyan taxpayers. Who in the first place allowed them to go to Haiti? I was in Kajiado yesterday, and the body of our first fallen police officer will be arriving, or probably has arrived, and will be carried somewhere in Kajiado on Tuesday. This is a big shame. Angalieni, badala ya kulia that the American administration has withdrawn USAID in order to now cover that gap. Our advice would have been very simple. That we withdraw our Haiti children. Withdraw them. If you are now asking Kenyans to pay some 4.65 billion, I've seen that in the media. We use that to even now make sure the medicines for HIV patients, right, and other diseases that have been covered or catered for by the USAID program, at least use that money to make these medicines transportable to every Kenyan, because a lot of them are already missing their doses. You are killing your people. And the money that's supposed to help them, unalipa kwa Haiti na penginepo. Similarly, because RSF here came and formed a parallel government, the government of Sudan has now banned importation of Kenyan tea. If you are familiar with Khartoum, utajua kwamba wanapenda sana kahawa, majani ya Kenya. They actually take it black tea with a lot of sugar. Kwa kila mahali. Now we cannot even export our tea to Sudan because of carelessness of this regime. Mambo haya yote yanawakera sana wa Kenya. So even you members of the media, you have that obligation to let our people know. And I thank you, I really thank you, because this is a struggle for all of us to get our country back. Asante.